also get rid of this stuff too.
Kind of bare.
Yeah. Hey guys, Axon Dad from 7th Hour Films, back again with the Sarah Jane Adventures. Last time around, we did Season 2. All of Season 2. Where a lot of stuff happened. Today, we are not going to be doing all of Season 3, and all of Season 4, and all of Season 5. Instead, we have decided to scale these back a little bit. We are just going to be watching the 2 must-watch episodes. Not in the same video, but today we are watching The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith from Season 3, and next time we will be doing an episode from Season 4. I'm going to hold off on saying the name from that. I know this might be slightly disappointing for people that wanted us to watch all of the Sarah Jane Adventures, but I just feel like we just feel like this is better. So, and we're watching the main must-watch episodes that are pretty much the reason to watch the Sarah Jane Adventures. Even though the rest of it is good, it's not bad. It's better than Torchwood. So, but
we never did do anything with season 5 of Torchwood, did we? The American Adventure or whatever it was.
No, we didn't watch that either. We pretty much stopped at Children of Earth, which. Yeah, which I mean that one is the most critically acclaimed, highest rated season of Torchwood, and we said it's weird. Okay.
Weird.
Yeah, it's strange. Could have been tightened a little bit maybe, but yeah, that's kind of why we're kind of scaling back doing the spin-offs to Doctor Who, because it's just like. It's just kind of not why we're here. We're kind of here for Doctor Who. So, but yeah. You got anything else going into this episode?
No. At this point, has she met the 10th Doctor?
She has met the 10th Doctor, yes. And the 10th
school reunion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the 10th Doctor has not regenerated at this point. So this is still in that era. This is between some of those late David Tennant specials.
Okay.
But yeah, she has re-met the 10th Doctor by this point. So yeah, I think we've got enough knowledge going into this to understand it. Also, in case anyone notices while we're watching, we're technically watching this on YouTube because for some reason, 6 years ago or so, I don't know why I decided to buy this season on YouTube. Just this season. The rest of the seasons I bought on Amazon, but for some reason I bought this one on YouTube. I don't know why. So we're watching this on YouTube, and then next week when we watch the next episode, that'll be back on Amazon. I don't know why. I don't know. I was how old was I at that point? So I would have been like 23-ish, like 22, 23-ish when I bought this. I don't know. My brain hadn't finished forming yet, so. You know what they say, the brain finishes developing at 26. So I'm 28 now, so I've locked in whatever moronic stuff is going on up here now. So
okay.
Anywho.
All right, so
let's get into
The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith.
Yep. Here we go.
Wow.
See you later then.
Yep. See you, Mum. Have a good evening.
You too. Bye, K9.
Enjoy your evening, mistress.
How long has he been back?
That's a good question. Well, dang it. Maybe we should have watched the whole season.
Mistress's exact words. You'll never know, Luke. There could be a story in it.
Her excuses are getting lamer and lamer.
Affirmative. Veracity level 12%.
Why is she lying to
It's
us?
not the original K9 voice.
No.
Whoa. Gotta stop doing that.
You want regular lipstick.
So what now then? We follow her down there?
Yeah, good idea.
Come on. 2 minutes to the next bus. And you two, play nicely.
Play nicely. Instruction to human children. Conduct referee recreation in socially compatible mode.
Oh, be quiet.
Oh, people are eating.
Oh, really?
Eh,
He looks really posh. I bet he's called Henry or...
you pretend to be studying.
What are you all doing up here?
Oh, the exams are coming up, so we've got to work.
Luke's helping us revise. Did you have a good evening?
Yeah, how was the
You could have put
meeting?
Mr. Smith back.
Nothing special. Why is Mr. Smith still out?
Information. Sarah Jane's car is now parked outside the
What,
house.
Mr. Smith?
Oh,
Oh, hello,
narc.
Sarah Jane.
K9? What have they been doing?
I have been instructed to withhold information.
Snitches get stitches.
Men were interested before. But then I'd think, how can a relationship go anywhere with my bizarre life?
Why is there stuff sticking out of the chest of drawers?
Where'd you meet him?
Because he's an untidy teenage boy.
We just got talking and he gave me his phone number.
It doesn't make sense for
Most of
Luke,
that's
but...
not cheek.
Boy, it's really windy outside, isn't it?
I was going to say, I thought we heard the TARDIS in the street scene before.
Nah, it's the wind.
Uh-huh.
What if I don't even like him?
Regret. I do not have the answer to these questions, Master Luke.
Calling
Stay
him
quiet,
Master
K9,
Luke
must
makes him
find
sound
out
like
later.
C-3PO.
Got it?
Understood.
What are you doing here?
Well,
Oh, thank you.
Everything all right?
oh, thanks for looking after that for me.
Come on, Clyde.
Go, there's a creature, clearly.
Well, have you got a no shave?
Well, at least we were subtle. And what
Were
was
you?
that?
Peter, this is Geeta from over the road.
Oh, Peter and Geeta. That's funny.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Alien activity detected. Alert.
He'll be there in 4 hours.
Activating stair negotiation.
I was going to say,
It's live.
how do you get downstairs? Levitating Dalek?
Yeah.
Previous instructions overridden.
What's that?
It's mine. It's a toy. Comes from Japan. It robot dog.
Alert.
K9. Get it?
But it talks.
Yeah. Couples program with a few phrases.
Do not look at me. Everything is normal.
Yeah, good job.
Type it.
What a goofy little creature. Looks like it just stepped out of Jimmy Neutron.
I'd like to go to...
Travis Polon, not evil, just trouble. I saw him on eBay. Seller had no idea what he was. Turns out
How
he
was
was
that on
his
eBay?
dog cycle.
Transmitting.
Problem
I
solved.
took the trash can, too.
You have fun, right?
Alright. Everything's fine.
Always has a way of getting things out. What?
Eating broccoli at an Italian restaurant?
What are you doing?
Just being nosy. Looking up Peter's
It's always a good
gap.
sign.
Sarah Jane's happy. Isn't that important?
Yeah. And I want her to stay happy. Come on.
And I would have made it if it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
Nah.
Yes, of course. Yes, yes, yes.
It's a quick... Oops.
Here they come.
Eh, it's probably
Hey.
fine.
I've just been telling Luke. I've got some big news. Wonderful news.
Oh, this is the worst time to bring up he might be alien.
Peter and
What have you got there?
A message from our friend Maria. She couldn't make it. She's got exams and her dad's tied up at work.
Yeah.
My mum
We
said,
finally couldn't bring those
another
actors
wedding.
back.
Yeah, 'cause this was... Just because your dad turned out bad doesn't mean mine will. He's not your dad. He's going to be. Don't spoil my mum's day.
Dang it, man.
Oh, white shoes Clyde.
Emma, we can't be any worse than our honeymoon. Total disaster.
I enjoyed it.
Brussels. There's nothing there.
Oh, there's the atomium.
Apologies to the people of Brussels on behalf of Gita.
I've been to Brussels. course, it was 1958.
They may have gotten rid of that since then.
No, it's still there. It's literally the only thing left of the World's Fair.
Eh.
Ronnie, you look good.
I look good.
You look amazing. Both of you.
At least we're gonna look fly when aliens invade.
I need somebody reliable. And I'm so very, very glad it's you. Besides, where would I send the invite? Meant to be with 3.
The wind is crazy out there.
K9, scan. All normal, Master Clyde.
Uh,
So far. You brought the dog. Well, what did you think was under there? The wedding cake? There's something wrong about this.
he's being careful.
Good afternoon, everyone.
They have a gun in case this goes south.
In each other's company, they have found happiness, fulfillment, and love.
And
they wish to
terrible
affirm
music playing in the background.
It's a good thing that's not
Now I have
diegetic.
to ask this question.
Oh!
Stop this wedding now!
I said stop this wedding.
Oh no! Demons!
It's the angel.
It's the trickster.
You're mine, Sarah Jane Smith. Mine forever.
Alrighty. That is part 1. That is such a great ending. So. Okay.
Okay.
Meet the Trickster, now in a new special white version.
This is the 3rd or 4th time we've seen him.
The 3rd time, I believe. So originally, it was Sarah Jane's friend who died, and the Trickster swapped their lives. Last season, it was her parents. This season, it's a wedding. I thought he showed up again. This may be his last appearance. I don't remember, but this time with another guest star.
All right. Well, they unfortunately, with the music there at the end, you knew something was. Of course, the whole premise is we knew something was probably going to be wrong.
Yeah.
But to me, and again, I realize this is a kids program, but they didn't do enough to set Peter up as an actual good guy. I mean, they said, hey, he's not an alien, obviously, because the K9 couldn't detect anything wrong with him, although Mr. Smith thought something was wrong. And, of course, the ring sadly gives it away way too early.
Well, yeah.
It seems to be a very obvious plot, but, again, don't know where it's going. That's the only good thing about it that I can say at this point. Yes, obviously we're meant to be very, very afraid. She's finally been caught by this demonic person who wants to disrupt her life. So, I mean, really, I don't know what else to say about that. So.
Yeah. It's otherwise, for part 1, it's just, it's not the most exciting thing because you're building up to that cliffhanger of the Doctor actually being there, and then of course I like that it's not just that, but it's the fact that the Doctor is here interrupting the wedding, and then it's like, okay, what is causing all of this trouble, and it being the Trickster too, this being his 3rd appearance. It's like it's a perfect blend into a good cliffhanger. So and considering where we are in Doctor Who, as of recording this episode, we just recorded The Crimson Horror, which is one of Matt Smith's last episodes. So it's nice to go back and see Tenet again. Yeah. So, and we will get more of that in part 2. So,
all right.
So let's go ahead and jump into it.
It's you, isn't it?
It's me.
The Doctor.
That's him.
I hope you're as good as Sarah Jane says you are.
Well, journalists always exaggerating, but yeah, I'm pretty amazing on a good day.
Master, query.
There's nothing out there.
Oh, jeez.
Where are they?
Just go along with him running. I saw him save the world. You help me save the world, Lukey boy! Right, come on, we can use the TARDIS. I assume everyone knows what the TARDIS is. Unless you're really not paying attention.
Eh.
And
Allons-y.
allons-y!
Yeah.
Where's the doctor? Doctor!
Oh, finally.
We've met the trickster before, but we've never actually found out who he is.
Trickster is a creature from beyond the universe. Forever trying to break into our reality, manifest himself. He's one of the pantheon of discord.
That's a good name for a man.
Actually, not bad.
Eh.
The moment you put that ring on my finger, I was your puppet.
It isn't like that.
Slap him.
It was in case something went wrong. The angel said that people would try and stop us being happy. Listen.
I'll give you credit. He does kind of look like a biblically accurate angel.
Of course, I saw him, the trickster.
You've been tricked.
Oh, she's here! She's here! Sarah!
Sarah Jane. She doesn't like being called Sarah.
She does by name.
Eh.
We're trapped here in 32323 and Sarah Jane's trapped too. Just in another second.
Hold on. You said you'd explain later. Well, it's later. Please explain.
The trickster.
Technically,
doesn't
it's not
want us to
later.
help Sarah, so he separated us.
A few months ago, I was working from home. Had a stupid accident. Fell down the stairs.
Oh.
I thought I was going to die. Then he appeared.
And that is how that happens.
Forget all that has happened here, though it had never been, and then here is the life you will lead.
Mr. and Mrs. Dalton!
Sarah Jane Dalton does not roll off the tongue like Sarah Jane Smith.
Right, decorators due on Monday. Turn this into a proper little office.
I will bring you happiness.
What's the price? There's got to be a catch. With you, there always is.
There's got to be a trick.
Narrow the link ratio.
Doctor!
Oh. You look better in black. Or is white the new black?
Kick him. Orange is the new black. Yeah.
I fought your shadows and your changelings. I never thought we'd actually meet.
And I know the legends of the Doctor.
What's that?
Artron energy, Mistress Ronnie.
And I got a shot of it.
Then we can fight him.
No. I can fight him.
Yeah, he's gonna turn into Electro.
You saw we'll be married, we'll be together.
Why do you call me?
I wish to serve you. I wish to join the pantheon.
Yeah, run up and slap him.
Just shake hands with him. Give me the old joy buzzer.
I'll be gone.
Gotcha!
Oh!
Please.
Good job.
Sarah!
Let's get out of here.
Gotta be quick. The TARDIS can't stabilise. Clyde's keeping the trickster busy for the moment. Oh, those three are just brilliant.
What can I do?
I chose you because you didn't have the strength.
You really don't know my Sarah Jane, do you? She gave me the strength. And I withdraw my agreement.
Oh, good job. And then he exploded.
Where's the doctor gone?
That all really happened, didn't it?
Affirmative.
Thank you.
What are you taking me for, Sarah? I just thought I'd go the quick way. Oh, I like it in here.
Can we have a look?
What, in the TARDIS?
My TARDIS?
Of course you can,
Oh, everybody gets one. It looks so terrible in here.
It is, isn't it?
So where's Rose? Where's Martha? Where's...
Nah, he's between companions right now.
How about we could go for a ride? Or back to the dinosaurs, yeah?
Another planet?
No way. For one thing, you were grounded by the Judoon, and your parents never forgive me. Oh. Bye, Doctor. Until the next time.
Don't forget me, Sarah Jane.
No one's ever going to forget you.
You were right. He is amazing. And so are we.
Alrighty.
Yes, the old... the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one.
Well,
but again, I mean, logically speaking, he was going to die. You know, he fell down the stairs, probably broke his back or his neck or something. So, he has... I mean, it's a fairly easy thing to accept when you realize that if this evil being had not stepped in, he would have died. And he said, you know, I can't let the world be overrun by aliens, so I have to break my deal. And it's the deal with the devil. It's, you know, it's Faustus and Mephistopheles and all the rest of those. It's a story that literally goes back to at least the Middle Ages, if not before.
yeah.
So,
just because he wore white doesn't mean he's an angel. Though I do like that that's the only change they did to him to make him look a little bit better.
Yeah, but I mean, all right, so he shows up in white as an angel. But let's face it, his face is very demonic. You would think he would, in order to cement the illusion, he would have made himself look angelic.
Oh, yeah. So, it's an interesting... The Trickster's an interesting character. I don't think he shows up again, though. Although... we will be hearing about the Pantheon of Discord again in Doctor Who much, much later, but it will come up again. So, but yeah, the Trickster is an interesting... I mean, he's a very interesting villain, you know, being this being from outside of the universe with, you know, all of this power and everything, and then to put that on the Sarah Jane Adventures is a very fascinating choice, you know? You'd think that would be in Doctor Who or something, or maybe even Torchwood, you know? Torchwood didn't really have an overarching villain, but for some reason, they just decided that it should be in the Sarah Jane Adventures. I mean, maybe they thought, well, even if the Trickster shows up in Torchwood, they'll just start shooting him, so...
Now, they had an opportunity here. And again, I don't know if they've ever thought along these lines. He could have been more like Loki, literally the god of mischief, like the meddling monk. Someone who does this simply because they think it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, not because he wants to, you know, let the Earth be overrun by aliens and, you know, destroy all this. So, whereas it's a good storyline, and again, hundreds, if not thousands of years old, they could have played with it a little bit, and again, have him recurring. I mean, because just like Loki keeps returning, even after he supposedly died, he came back and he came back and he came back and he came back. So it's a great character. Star Trek did that. Star Trek Next Generation did that with Q.
Yeah.
Right. You have this, you know, being that's extraterrestrial, extra spiritual, whatever, but who simply likes to sow discord, you know?
Yeah.
Just likes making things go differently than what they are.
Yeah. You know a funny thing about that is I swear to God I don't watch My Little Pony. So let me just put that out there when I'm bringing up this example. But I've never watched My Little Pony. But they created a character called Discord, and he basically has the powers of Q. You know, you can snap and the light flashes and everything happens. And they were like, who do we get to voice this guy? And they were like, why don't we just get John Delancey? So they did. So they just got John Delancey to voice the character on there. So it's one of the few things I know about My Little Pony. So
I know nothing about it.
Yeah, the only other thing I know is about 10, 15 years ago, there were a lot of guys that got into My Little Pony Because at first it was a joke. They were like, well, let's watch it and, joke about it. But then they really actually genuinely got into it. So I was never one of them. I was never a brony. So, and I never will be. I just...
Oh, Lord.
But anyway, since you brought that up, I thought I would bring that up. But yeah. Boy, I will say this episode was not as exciting as I remember it being.
Well, again, I think it was constrained by the 2-episode format.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that if they had introduced the character in a previous episode or something, so that relationship could have built over time, because when you introduce him in the first episode and within the first 15 minutes they're in love and about to get married, then something's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
So.
They could have set that up as maybe like a season-long thing.
Yeah.
You did... So technically, you've only missed 2 episodes right now. There were 2 episodes between this episode and where we finished season 2. The only thing you missed is the Jadoon showed up, and they did like a goofy thing where they were like running around Ealing with a Jadoon. And then at the end, I think, Luke, Ronnie, and Clyde were all grounded to Earth by the Jadoon officially. So they're never allowed to leave the planet. So...
okay.
But yeah, that's the only thing you've missed.
Because didn't Clyde say, let's go back and see the dinosaurs? That would have stayed on Earth.
It would have. I don't know how the Jadoon account for time. And they probably don't.
It's been a while. I can't remember. The Jadoon are rhinoceroses?
Yes.
Okay. Because I thought it was either rhinoceroses or hippopotamuses.
No, they're...
Rhinoceri, hippopotami.
Yeah, they're giant rhino men. So...
By the way... I know it's been years since you took my world history class, but do you remember what hippopotamus actually translates as?
No.
Hippopotamus literally means water horse, because they are faster in water than they are on land. The only reason I brought that up is because when we were discussing ancient Egypt, I can't remember which one it was. It may have been Ramses, but one of the pharaohs was out on a boat on the Nile, and a hippopotamus turned the boat over and killed the pharaoh. So the pharaoh actually died by death by hippopotamus.
Yeah, the hippopotamus is an incredibly deadly animal. So they are something probably deadlier than the horse. The horse won't try to eat you.
Yeah.
So yeah. But as for other stuff with this episode, I do not remember K9 being in this episode. Or the fact that they got K9 back out of the black hole that he was managing.
I was going to say, maybe that's in the episode with the Jadoon that he comes out.
Must be, yeah.
Because the last time we saw him, he had been put in the little...
Yeah, he was still orbiting this black hole, keeping it in check. So something happened in the last 2 episodes that we have clearly missed. But again, there is a part of me that is kind of like, well, we could have just watched the rest of the show. But there's a part of me, and this is the part of me that's won out, that's just like, I think we're fine just watching these episodes. So, but this was good, and good to see the 10th Doctor.
Yeah.
And as you were saying, where's Rose or Martha or anyone, this would be after losing Donna. So, and that's why he references, he and Luke helped save the world, because Luke was there during the Dalek invasion at the end of season 4. So that's technically when he first met Luke, but now he's meeting him face to face. So there's no companions right now for the Doctor. He's in that little dark era of those special episodes. So now the Trickster also mentioned the gate is waiting for you. I think what that is in reference to is the 10th Doctor's last episode, where there was, they were making that gate to, like, heal everyone, and then the Master took over the gate and turned everyone on Earth into the Master. I think that's what the Trickster is referencing. And so that's supposed to be a tease, because that episode hadn't come out yet, obviously. But, I don't know, it took me a minute, though, because I was like, what, the gate? What was that? Like, we've been watching, we're so far ahead now that it's like, what was that, then? So, but yeah, but it's still good good to see the 10th Doctor. I also like that little moment where he's the only one who's allowed to call her Sarah. No one else is. Gita keeps doing it, but it's to everyone else it's Sarah Jane, except the Doctor. Then it's Sarah. So
now, did Pertwee just always call her Sarah?
I believe so, and then I'm pretty sure Baker did too. So, I think that's it. Just for some reason, they always just threw that in that it's just the Doctor that does that for some reason. So, and Sarah Jane Smith is just a much better name than Sarah Jane Dalton. It just doesn't work as much. So,
or just Sarah Smith.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So, you got anything else about this one?
Nothing.
All right. Well, next time we'll be back. We'll be watching one more episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures. So this will be from season 4. I can't remember what the episode number is, but I will just go ahead and tell you it is called Death of the Doctor.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's why we have these two must-watch episodes. Is they are both Doctor episodes. So yeah, we will get to that next time. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, we're Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films, and we will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with, both Sarah Jane reactions, both mine and the ones we've been doing, as well as another playlist with every Doctor Who video that's on the channel. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.